ネタバレめっちゃあります。
There's the notice board. Grab that shovel too.
どうも、東北きりたんです。
ずんこです。東北いた子ですわ。
Clear away the rocks first, just over there where the path begins.
ただいま、アウトポストとして稼働させるために必要な掲示板を作成中です。
Bet you're glad you're not doing this in July.
メキシコの7月もなかなか暑そうですね。
どこだろうと、炎天下で重労働は嫌ですわ。
What's that? Gene, is that some sort of save for a logbook? Let me see.
おっと、お宝を見つけちゃいましたか。
It's a brass lock and handle, a keyhole. This is not new. Could be early 20th century. I feel like I recognize it from somewhere.
古そうだけどなんだろうね。
I've got it. There used to be a lockbox like this in the Casa Grande's master bedroom. My mom wouldn't like you snooping around, but this feels important. Can you head back over there and see if you can find the key? Just if you're up for it, of course. This isn't part of your job description. Oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Finish up here first.
とりあえず掲示板を立てましょう。
Looks good. Feel free to use this outpost yourself now. If you're in the neighborhood, I'd appreciate it if you could swing by the Casa Grande. I guess my curiosity's got the better of me.
そこまで言われたら、キリタンたちもお付き合いしますよ。
The master bedroom's upstairs. He always did appreciate his privacy, my great-grandfather. That room and the study were like his own personal oasis.
そういえば寝室に鍵だけ置いてあったね。
いろいろ物色している時に見かけましたね。
言い方が泥棒ですわ。
Is that the key? It sure looks well used. Let's try it.
開きましたね。
It's a disassembled shotgun. Pump action looks like. Also early 20th century. Are those flecks of blood on the stock? It would make sense if it belonged to Don Javier. He did sleep in here for most of his life, but I don't recognize it. Look, I don't know how things are done where you're from, but I'd rather not get the police involved with this. Whatever happened clearly happened a long time ago, and they've got more to worry about out here in the borderlands. Plus, my family has a somewhat complicated history with them. So, let's try to solve this ourselves. Let me think. I'm no Sherlock Holmes, but maybe we should check it for clues.
とりあえず、警察に届けるかどうかは謎を解いてから判断しましょう。
メキシコで警察はちょっと。
RS Bosque Alto, agosto de 1916. RS Bosque Alto, August 1916. Bosque Alto is a site to the east of here, the woods up in the hills, but the initials... RS, RS, RS... I'm stumped. How about you leave the gun here for now, and I'll have someone from the lab we usually work with for animal samples check the blood. I really doubt there's any intact DNA left, if it's as old as that engraving suggests, but it doesn't hurt to check. I'll keep you up to date.
人手が増えると秘密がバレないか不安ですが。
DNA 検査のつてがあってすごいね。
I'm not aware of any buildings up around Bosque Alto, or at least not any intact ones. Good thing I know someone whose entire job involves tracking things down, and this time you don't need to worry about anything running off on you. I'll mark the rough location on your hunter mate, and you can put those transferable skills to the test. Chances are we won't find anything, but I won't rest easy until we've at least checked.
追うって言っても基本的には動物なんですけどね。
ちょいちょい変なものを追わされますわね。と言いながら、それなりの成果を出すからね。
今回は謎を追うって感じでしょうか。
メキシカンボブキャット、可愛い見た目だけど結構な牙が生えてる。
Well, I I guess I wasn't wrong about there not being any intact buildings around here. Are you able to get inside? Be careful.
ボロボロですね。
今にも崩れそう。すぐ見て、すぐ出ないといけませんわ。
Someone must have rested here at some stage, but there's nothing to suggest they bunkered down. Try the desk there. Nita, what a thing to find out in the middle of nowhere. I'm amazed it's not completely faded. So, I'm pretty sure the guy on the right is Bisabuelo Javier. Even without the head, the suit's a dead giveaway. And his younger friend must be our RS. The date isn't too far off the one in the shotgun, at least. This is weirdly familiar. I feel like I've seen him somewhere before. Let's go back to the Casa Grande. There's a century's worth of old photos and newspaper clippings in Javier's study. Maybe we'll find something that jogs my memory. The landform looks like the one around where they used to water the cattle back when open grazing was still practiced. It's along the arroyo, but I'm not sure where exactly, and I don't recognize the shrine. Take the photo with you and we can try matching it to your surroundings. Oh, by the way, I got a call from the lab while you were wandering around Bosque Alto. As I suspected, the blood samples didn't turn up any DNA. It was always going to be a long shot, if you'll forgive the pun. Anyway, I sent the shotgun itself to a gunsmith to retrofit and reassemble. I want you to have it. You didn't have to go out of your way to help solve this mystery that has nothing to do with you. But you stepped up. I know, it's a bit macabre to use a dead man's weapon, but, look, we're conservationists. Waste not, want not should guide us. I doubt RS would mind whoever he was. Unless you'd rather it ended up in a museum. Didn't think so. I've asked my cousin to leave it at an outpost I'll mark on your hunter mate.
血のついていた銃ですか。まあ、もらえるものはもらっておくんですが。
ちょっと不気味ですわね。
これが例の銃ですね。
I hope it serves you better than it did RS. I've got some more news while I have your ear. Remember those gringo intruders I told you about? Well, my cousin's just texted me. She spotted their pickup truck again on her way home. Actually, not far from the outpost you're at now. But no sign of the intruders themselves. Do me a favor. Head out and jot down their license plate number. And if you do see them, probably best to just turn back. Who knows what they're packing.
たまには人も出てきてくれてもいいんですけどね。
I really hope they at least turned off the engine when they went hunting in this thing. And that's the crappiest shooting range I've ever seen. What does the plate say?
移動式狩猟スタンドは便利そうですね。さて、ナンバーは
バーデン。なんか、これ使ってひどい怒りしてそう。バーデンさんってだけでね。
Baden. Texas Lone Star State. Oh, God. I can feel your mood worsening from here. You've had more than a couple of run-ins with these guys before, no? I'd love to tell you I'd never heard of them, but their reputation extends to these parts too. Well, at least the plate makes them easily identifiable. So the, targets are all intact, which means one of two things. Either they're just terrible shots, or something else caught their attention. Let's remind them they're not alone out here, why don't we? Shoot down a couple of them. It's an excuse to try out that new shotgun if you have it on you.
この車で動物を狩りまくってたんですかね。
狩りがうまいバーデンさんもいましたけど、十中八九めちゃくちゃな狩りしてそう。
見ているぞって警告してあげましょう。
That's as gentle a warning as they're gonna get out here in the borderlands.
こんなものでしょうか。まあ、この程度で尻込みするような人ではないと思うのですが。さて、 どうやら、最初のアウトポストの書斎に何かあるかもしれないようです。向かってみましょう。ここじゃないか。
隣だよ。
今のはカットだな。
So many places to hide something. Take it one by one, and we'll see if anything jumps out.
何かいろいろありそうな部屋ですわね。
なかなか片付けるのは大変そうな部屋です。動物の角がありますね。
A souvenir from my great-grandparents' trip to Germany. My bisabuela was a surprisingly mean shot.
もしかして、そこら辺に落ちてたのを拾ってきたのかな。これを見てケチって言ってますからね。
お土産としては悪くないと思いますけどね。
I'm still amazed they got these plates over in one piece.
でっかいお皿。
さすがに、これだけでかいと置き場所に困りますね。
壁にかけられればって感じですわね。
これはニュージーランドの映画の撮影で使われていたトロルですね。
These trolls, they're a good deal less scary in miniature, no? A couple of family members were in New Zealand around the time they filmed the first movie. Bisabuelo Javier was a big travel buff. He used to steal all the towels from the hotel rooms we stayed in. He'd be like, "It's covered by the room fee." He was a good man. A bit eccentric, but it was part of his charm.
タオルのことは置いておいて、愛されている人だったみたいですね。
一応お土産をくれたり、物持ちも良さそうで悪い人って感じではないですわね。
This is more like it. Let me take a look. Raúl Soto del Bosque. Raúl Soto, R.S. Javier's little brother. Of course. I should have known. I've heard the stories a million times. They never found his body. Raúl was a bit of a hothead, if you'd believe the reputation he had. A young intellectual. You know the type. And Javier was the last person to see him alive. And did he go join the Villistas? Or maybe he had a target on his back. Us Sotos were a pretty influential family around here before the revolution. Javier and Raúl's dad would have had the ear of the local cacique, the mayor in the pocket of the federal government. Favors for favors, you know. But then, everything was shook up. I heard that when they reported the disappearance, the police, or what was left of them around that time, practically laughed in their faces. They knew Raúl better than his own family. Said he was probably out fighting with some bandits. But then why would he leave his shotgun behind? And how did it end up in that logbook 6 feet under the ground? We're clearly not done with this mystery yet, but at least we know the major players now. Let's try finding that shrine.
どうやら、ひいおじいさんとその弟さんのお話みたいですわね。
だいぶ前の話だと思いますけど、今頃性病に行って何かわかるんですかね。
Over on that hill. That's definitely it. 100 years of dust storms and summer monsoons have changed it surprisingly little, I have to say. A ver, let's take a look around. Not superstitious, but this place is giving me an odd feeling.
これだけ周りに何もないと、風雨の影響でいろいろ変わりそうですけどね。きっと100年くらいで変わるような弱い地盤じゃないんだよ。
確かに岩っぽいです。性病ですから、そういう場所を選んで建てているかもしれないですね。この辺りが性病ってことなんですかね。
This frame doesn't look all that old. Let me try to translate. Someone plunged a knife deep in my side. Did he know why? I don't know why. Maybe he knew. I never knew. I recognize this. Let me think. That novel about the revolution. Los de abajo, the underdogs. It was Javier's favorite. This looks like it's been torn straight out of it. And the frame was probably placed here a lot more recently than the grave marker was erected. He wanted us to find this. Maybe there's a clue in the book itself. Let's head back to the Casa Grande one last time. I think we're close to wrapping this up.
それでは、今回はここまでとなります。今回はお話だけでしたが、次は狩りもしたいと思います。
そういえばこれ、ザ・ハンターだった。
ここまで見てくれた方、
ご視聴ありがとうございました。夕日が綺麗で素敵な場所ですわ。